Hey there. I decided to make a list of 3 really anime games, and this game was the reason for that. I left my foundation in the onigiri video, so that's what I judge the games by, and why I say that these are the only real anime games. Mabinogi tops it all. So don't mind any of these. This is just a shit ton of characters which don't matter. The login screen was very important, and I will have to use some editing work. Okay, I'm a royal alchemist. Great. I'm not really interested in being that, but I guess I put my status request up. Well, I'm a royal alchemist. Yay. Anyway, I am a monkey in red trunks. Yes, you're not blind, you're not stupid. I'm stupid. I'm not blind though, I can see perfectly fine. So, why was the login screen important? And this is where editing comes in. This game is, as you can see, the art style, if I'm to go by my criteria, is kind of anime. You can't see my face, but you'll have to trust me on it. It's a classic anime style, but it is clean and smooth, unlike other games. The proportions are correct, and it doesn't feel strange. Besides, okay, maybe not. Never mind, I have to go to the town. Don't think too hard about me being a monkey on a cloud. And flying on it, just don't. It's not worth it, I promise. It's just something necessary for my point here. So, apart from the music being on point, the characters and their avatars are fitting. Wow, seriously? There's some things I don't know. Well, I'm not that interested. So, there's all kinds of cutesy characters, and there's also all kinds of actually mature characters. Well, look at this druid guy. So the style is, I would say, fitting, clean, sharp, and complete. The graphics are old, of course, because it's an ancient game. Now, the architecture is also clean, and the fantasy parts are fitting as well. So, that all just fits. The story is, well, you save the world again. This one draws from various parts of British, Irish mythology. You know, those islands. Mabinogi is the name of the book. And then there's also a gap into the divine and into, well, Shakespeare's plays. It works pretty much because it's a fantasy story, and if you count fillers, well, this is the ultimate anime game. You have all the fillers you can possibly want here. First, let's take a look at the classes, or as they call it, the talents? Yeah, talents. As you can see, these with special icons are different classes. These aren't classes anymore, they are combinations which don't really mean anything. So you have plenty of classes, even chef, carpenter, tailor, apothecary, construct alchemist, battle alchemist, ninja, gunslinger, merchant, all kinds of things, blacksmith. That doesn't mean shit. Excuse my rude language, but look at all the life skills over here. There's weaving, there's campfire, well that isn't really a life skill, that's a dungeon skill. Carpentry, cooking, herbalism, first aid, refining, tailoring, handicraft. You can do anything in this bloody game. And the most important thing, if you look at all these skills, that's a bloody long skill list, and each of the skills is different, does a different thing, and you can use any of them if you have the proper equipment in your hands, regardless of your skills. Well, not skills, what am I talking about? Talent. Class. Class is just superficial for the most part. It helps you a little bit with training the skill set, but it doesn't mean anything. Oh, and you get this chick. I mean, who wouldn't want a spirit like that? Oh, unhappy. Wait a second, I need to feed her more. So you don't need to worry about anything, and you can just cook with the same character you fight, and you can do all the life skills at once without having to change your bloody profession or subclass or whatever. You can even make the ultimate code if you put the time and effort in, which isn't that difficult since they also added armor mastery later on, which means you can get pretty much invulnerable easily. So as I said, each of these skills does a different thing, and I mean mechanically different. Evasion lets you evade projectiles. There's no other skill like it. You can shield yourself from projectiles and your teammates, because you can't do anything else when you're casting this. And the 3 bolt spells, the basic spells for attacking, each of them has a different mechanic as well, even though they are just of different attributes and they are the basic attack spells. They each have their own distinct feature that the other doesn't have. This one knocks back an opponent directly. This one you can load multiple stacks of and just fire separately, and this one attacks if you cast it multiple times, hits multiple enemies at once. There's also ranged skills, of course, each of them does a different thing. There's also fighting and combat, those two are separate. As you can see, fighter is a brawler and warrior is something that has a lot of other skills mixed in, like for example the lance combat. But alchemy, pretty much again completely different mechanics. Music, you can use music for buffing and for combat. It's quite broad. There's also puppetry, which is weird. Dual gun, which is again weird but not as weird as puppetry. Ninja, which is again weird but not as weird as puppetry. And then there's hidden skills, which you get by unlocking the unlocking the combination talents. Or something like that. And transformation skills. Those two you use and you're bloody indestructible. I'm keeping this rank B for a reason. The numbering is F, or well, novice to A, and then 9 to 1. So I'm done with defense pretty much. It's rank 1, and at the beginning with rage impact because I don't care about it and I actually de-leveled it. So my active talent is martial arts, which is secondary. And there's people. What the hell is going on? I guess some kids are not in school. You know, it's Sunday. Nah, it's Saturday. I'm kidding. No, it's Saturday. It is Saturday. Huh. Well, I guess they love the game. This game has plenty of fans actually, and there's a reason for it. Before I show you the mechanics, I want to say something special, and this is where the editing comes. So some games are made after an anime, and some anime are modeled after a game. Sometimes around a genre, but that's not important. What I want to talk about is that this game doesn't rip off anything. It doesn't steal anything. It doesn't build in anything. It purely licenses and creates events that cross over. So I should probably be in town for this, but I can just put a screen in here. So there are many items and things from other universes in this game. There was a crossover with Sword Art Online, and you can't imagine the number of Kiritos around that time. It was ridiculous and they all sucked. So if I look for nope, actually the shops are pretty much devastated right now because the game is dying. What if I... No. It doesn't really matter though. There was an event, I should have a screen somewhere, For Sword Art Online, there was also an event for Fate series. And that was licensed. It wasn't ripped off, it wasn't illegally incorporated, it was a collaboration. And right now, there's a full-blown collaboration with Net Juno Susume. When I saw the ad for Mabinogi in the anime, I was really surprised. That anime really shows what every gamer dreams of. It's incredible. It's awful in the best possible meaning. So, that's one of the reasons why it is utterly anime. Another thing is how well it blends together, as I said, the style, the music, the atmosphere in total. It just works. The selection of skills also adds to it, but the combat system is what it falls on the most. So, the combat system... God damn it, I messed up. It's unique. The only other game I know of that did it this way is dead, and it was Shin Megami Tensei Imagine Online. It was quite similar but not the same though. So, you select an enemy, that would be normal, and then you use skills, that would also be normal. But there is a knockback. So you have to be quite wary of what you do, and you can't just spam normal attack because you will get mauled. And the most important thing, if you do things correctly, you don't even have to get hit. If you use your skills correctly, you don't even have to get hit. Do you hear me, World of Warcraft? Not that I'm hating on World of Warcraft, but I mean, any of the rip-offs of that system that call themselves anime game just because they have a certain art style, I would love to see that anime. I would probably not be able to watch it to episode 2 because of how tremendously boring it would be. Just imagine it, if all the fights in Sword Art Online would be like the Minotaur one. And I don't mean epic, I mean just you hit them, they hit you, you hit them, they hit you. That would be so bloody boring and stupid. Each skill set is different and has different mechanics, and you can play it differently. You can also blend in different skill sets freely, so long as you have a weapon that can use them. For example, you can use smash, defense, windmill, assault slash, and counterattack, which I have on Q because it's very, very useful. You can use them freely with any weapon, except for counter, but that's a specific thing about the lance. And lance is difficult to use anyway. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot about these. So I said that there was licensed stuff. Maybe you've never heard of this, maybe you've never seen it before. The Archer's Bow, Noble Phantasm, maybe you've never even heard of the Caliburn. Maybe you've never seen, well, you can't really see that anyway. Maybe you've never heard of the Saber. Maybe you've never heard of the Archer, maybe you've never heard of the Berserker. That's the Fate stuff. Licensed. Legal. Collaboration. Anyway. Sword Art Online also had different things like that, especially Kirito's swords and costumes. There's always costumes. Fashion is a big part of this game. Oh my, that was a disaster. Well, solved, fixed. Each class has a different mechanics, but it's dependent on the weapon. And you can change the mechanics by just using a different skill. By the way, this is possible because this weapon is a special one. You can use magic as well as fighting. Now, advanced magic requires magical weapons like a wand or a staff, which I don't have here because I have this bloody thing. But if you want to use ninja skills, you need to equip a shuriken. If you want to use puppetry, you need to use a control rod. If you want to use gun skills, you need to equip guns. That's pretty much it. There is no dependency on the class you're playing actively at the moment. The only thing it gives you are some stats, which doesn't matter at all once you get to a certain point, because your level, and I'll totally lame this, your level will get well, past thousands very quickly. That's because you can rebirth. As you can see, I'm current level 52. I just rebirthed this character yesterday. The level resets when you rebirth, and you get to keep your skill ranks, which you need to use to improve, and then you use ability points to rank them. Come on. The lag is incredible right now. I guess the game hates me. I can lame all day though. Haha. And as you use them, you get the experience, then you level them with the ability points, which you get as you level. So it's one part about leveling, one part about, well, training the skills you need to. And if you want to build the ultimate character, you will need to do a lot of leveling and a lot of playing as well. Now, there are requirements to the skills. To defeat a certain power level of an enemy, which is relative, so the stronger you get, the harder it is to find strong enemies. Aha. That was my mistake. And therefore it is harder to make a jack of all trades really powerful. But where's the fun in not doing that, right? The community is pretty damn amazing. The problem is that the players are just leaving, I suppose. They have been for years. There isn't that many things that would interest a new player, I suppose, and never mind, I can't do that, obviously. Oh well. The combat system is a little bit difficult, and I've met people who just were pissed off because they couldn't kill friggin' goblin just by spamming normal attack, which, you know, gets people mad, even though they can then kill a golem without taking a single hit. The combat system is amazing and good. But anyway, community. This is one of the most social games that I've ever played, or at least it used to be. Even now you can just sit down at a campfire and talk to people about random stuff instead of playing. You can also enjoy the fashion show, which I can't show right now because I'm in the Shadow Realm. There's a lot of mini games, obviously, since there's a lot of life skills, which some of them do have a mini game. It all makes a lot of sense, even when it comes to real life. For example, to get ore you need to mine or sift through sand, which is also a way how you could in real life get ore historically. And to get potions you need to gather herbs and so on and so forth. It makes sense. But that's just part of why this game is so social. It's just the atmosphere. You get your avatar and you sit around a campfire. You play music. There's bloody one music skill that makes sense and that actually works well outside of combat. And you can play music and create the atmosphere. There's loads of instruments. You can also compose music. I mean, if you can do the whole scripting thing with music. I can write computer code but not music. For some reason I'm just completely idiotic when it comes to that. But you can do that. The undertitle of this game is Fantasy Life, which I would have to say it is. The stuff in Netju no Susume, that's exactly what you would go for in this game. It just does have the possibility, the feel, everything. And if you want some other skills, well, there's always... Oops! Ouch, that was painful. There's plenty of skills. There's a skill for everything. Now the actual combat system is quite simple yet in-depth. Everything you do is based on a knockback gauge of sorts, which I'm not showing right now because I don't like it that much. Ah, god damn it. Ah, there we go. Whoops, messed that up. Or did I? What the? Oh, come on. Stupid cow. By the way, that was one Kamehameha. There's another Kamehameha, which is this one, but I can't fire it since I need an enemy for that. I wanted that. I'll take that, and I'll take that as well. So, yeah, if you want to make friends and stuff, then this used to be the game. I'm not sure how active it is these days, but I'd say it's getting less and less. Which sucks because it's a unique game and very, very good. I mean, it's common to even mess around and just go to a square. Yeah, see, dancing monkey. That's normal. Go to a square and use this attack without actually fighting it off. See? Except for the sound, it's perfect. Ah, mine's low rank, just A, yeah, but still, it's petals. And then cancel it. You can also transform just to show all the stupid stuff you can do. And of course I need to go to my homestead, because that's the stupidest thing of them all. The most stupid thing. So as you can see, I have a cow which I can milk, a sheep I can shear with a knife or anything else, an egg I can gather eggs from, I have a chopping block, I have some farms, and I have a lot of herbs. I also have a buttload of dragons for some reason. And some random stuff. A lot of random stuff. These are all event rewards, which means they were free. Everything here. Hello, saber. Hello, archer. See, that's what I said. It's bloody licensed. Ah, no, I'm a gargoyle. Transformation skill. I can be a chest as well, although this is a monstrous, so it can eat you. It's one of the greatest fails in the game to get killed by a mimic, but I've seen many things happen. I know I'm a flying wyvern. Yeah. These guys you need to shoot down. Surprising, isn't it? An owl, which it's just ridiculously funny to go and kill stuff as an owl. And of course, a llama. Meyama. Yeah. Transformations limit the skills you can use, but the basic combat skills, counterattack, smash, defense, and windmill are pretty much all you need to fully fight a battle. It will be a little bit edgy, especially if you fight a strong opponent, since defense only reduces the damage you take, so you can still get killed. But you can already get into a very good fighting position. If you have bolt spells, then you're pretty much set for anything. You can take the world on. If you can fight, well, just try a bit. Get into the combat system. Anyway, as you can see, my house is green and pink. Pink. Got a problem with it? There's just everything. Look at my sakura. All right. There's plenty of people now. There should be a banquet later as well. I suppose I'll attend it. What is that? Give me the log. Ah, goddammit. The world chat is not saved. Never mind then. I want to see how many people are in Dunbarton. Oh, by the way, there is a dungeon over here. This is Red Kiar. Very often in these ancient British-esque texts, C is K. Just read it K, whatever. No people here. Weird. I suppose they changed their gathering grounds or something. I mean, of course, there's not as many active people anymore, but it shouldn't be as dead. Dunbarton used to be the main gathering point, but I suppose some people are doing apostles. I won't get into Crusader skills because, you know, the huge sword thing I used, it's a little bit advanced, and you'll get to it, and by then you'll know what to do, and it's not really that important. By the way, mercantil. You can be a merchant. You can carry things from one town to another and fight demons. You can even have a partner sit on your wagon and ride with you. Spice and wolf. Well, that's just one more anime thing. There's nobody here. This is hard. So, what about the square? The world is too big for its own good. The world is, I would say, very complete. There's all kinds of towns. There's also the royal city and imperial capital, whatever you want to call it. And a tiny village. A trading port. Huge city. And there's also wildlands. No man's land. There's all the things you need in a fantasy, and the stories follow it as well. So, aha! What the hell is this? I have already investigated this area. Okay, fine. I'm not interested then. This ghost is waiting for aha. And what do you pay for this in this? What do you pay for in this game? Special weapons and special outfits. And also pets. Pets are a big thing, but all of these were free from events and for completing Saga, these guys. For all of my sub characters, which were also free. So, fashion, as you can see, there's a lot of things that I haven't collected, and I never will. If we look at the ones that I have collected, yeah, amazing handsome face. Anyway, there's armors, there's suits, there's girls' outfits, but I'm not female, so I can't wear it, luckily. There's costumes of NPCs. There's let's not talk about that. There's cat outfits. I mean, nya. There's a pumpkin robe. There's also the ghost robe, which looks great on me because I have a monkey head. Bandit clothes, which the bandits use, which those are the guys that attack you when you're trading on book special outfit. Royal Alchemist robe, which I now can wear because I'm a Royal Alchemist, as you can see. Royal Alchemist only, which means I get to be an awesome badass guy in a lab coat made of leather. Priest robe. There's plenty of outfits, and especially for a female character, that really counts. You know, there's a huge load of female costumes that you can get. And that counts for everything. If I uncheck this, there's just plethora of possibilities for you to wear, which gets really inventory demanding if you don't have the dressing room, which you have. I mean, all these things I can just... My inventory is full, so I can't, but if I wanted to, I could just take these things out and wear them. It's a storage. There's also bank space, and each of these pets also has an inventory. Hello, Hunter Claymore. And I'm a chef as well. God damn it, I'm a stupid monkey, not a chef. Okay, I just might be a chef. Never mind. The game is just violin complete, as you can see. Fantasy Life by Nexon. But I wanted to do one more thing, and that's the saga thing. I'll do it without spoilers, but the combat system is different. You can't face it with just spamming normal attacks. You have to work with the positioning. You have to think about the knockbacks. Otherwise you're gonna get mauled and you'll hate the game and you'll blame it for your lack of success. Oh, I'm a ninja. So Saga, Area 1, Area 10. I'll skip all this though. God damn it. So let's check out the other continent now. I should probably use my kilo gauntlets. Anyway, hello Ethna. I just want to get to the characters a little bit. See? It's complete. Anyway. There's clothes you can and armors you can buy in normal shops as well, but most of them you will want from special occasions, like events or the gacha. Yeah. I would look great in that, wouldn't I? Oh, I would look great in this, but they won't let me wear it. So, there's just too many things to talk about in this game. It's really huge, so the most important thing is getting out there and trying it. Which is why I'm really amazed that they made a live collaboration with an anime that has a lot of sense in it for a player of any MMORPG. This is really probably the best MMORPG you can play right now. And no, I'm not hating on WoW or anything, but WoW only has the charm of being Warcraft game, nothing else. Mechanics wise, combat system wise, it's generic, and there's nothing special about it. This is bad. I messed up. Oh well, I'm gonna die. Or not. Whoops. This skill, mana shield. Not self-explanatory, really. No. I can't let her finish that stupid reload. Ah, messed up. She gets really painful if she reloads. I'm just being lucky right now. Nope. Mana shield is good though, so I win. Plus I'm strong, so too bad. Haha. A little bit difficult fight if you're not prepared. It's just I should have fully charged Thunder, and I'll show you what it means to be prepared. Yoink. Evasive maneuver. Now this is a lame way to play any game, but I am a patient man. A very patient man indeed. And besides, these things are pain in the butt. They flock to you like utter tossers and kill you just by swarming. I don't like that. Multi-aggro wasn't that common earlier in the game, in its earlier stages. And heavy stander, which is a mechanic that makes enemies immune to knockback as well. It wasn't common, now it's much more common, but it's still doable, I suppose. You need to have armor and stuff like that, but you can still pretty much play the same way for the most part, since normal enemies won't get that ability, luckily enough. It's just bosses and makes it a little bit more difficult. Baha. And then there's some funny things that just happened because the developers were a little bit short-sighted. But it's all simple things that don't really matter at all. For example, this boss fight, it's just about hitting the woman 100 times, well 50 times to be precise. Because she only takes 1 damage per attack. Unless you bleed her. I just bled her. She bled. Bleeding is a mechanic of Smash, which... yeah, see? That was added later, but it's funny enough. Especially in this case, it's just wow. Events are very common here. pretty much all the time there is something happening. It just needs more players, that's for sure. There's also many things you can do, as I said already. I mean, you can joust, you can go to a fashion show, you can contest in a fashion show, actually. You can go rafting, you can go hot air ballooning, you can shoot wyverns or just fly around. It's up to you. There's a huge load of things. There's also normal dungeons. But, I mean, yeah, whatever is the most fun, right? The normal dungeons are very much orthodox. Oh, god damn it! I skipped too far. Now I have to go back. Never mind. The graphics, as you can see, are old. But I think the style is still... it's fitting for the style. And it doesn't really need more. Argue all you want, that's my standing. Well, I think that should be everything. I mean, I didn't show all of the weapons, but that would take ages or a lot of my engagement for the thing. And all of the magic, but I mean, same thing again. All of the alchemy and all of the skills in general. It's just all the mini games even. There's just so much. The fantasy life. It truly is a fitting name for the game. Oh, hello. Somebody did the same, I suppose. Pop. Where's my box? Oh, there it is, of course. Soul stream inventory. Okay, fine. Just more inventory space. God damn it, I have so many friggin' pets and I have no inventory left. Just look at all the junk I'm carrying around everywhere just because I don't have a way to... Thicket costume kit. You stick this on your face and you look like a thicket. Why oh why? I also have a bunch of roncadoras. It's funny. Ah, there we go. The champion has returned. Now what can I actually stick in that thing? That's another problem. You can't just stick everything into a summon. I don't want to stick that into... I actually wanted to feed the thing, so... let's do that. Well, I'll leave it at that. Alright. There we go. Monies. I think that's pretty much it. If you want to play this game, you have my full encouragement. Join the dark side, we have cookies. This is probably the most the most fantasy life experience you can get. All of that clan stuff, all of that messing around stuff, all of that just fighting epic battles stuff, it's all here in this game. It may sound like I just genuinely love this game and that's all it is, but no. This is actually a unique experience. I do love it, but it's an actually unique experience, objectively speaking. It has many more features. Look at that guy. Nice fashion sense. This is the winner of the fashion show, by the way. He's got a devil set. Anyway, as I said, this one has the most features you can get. It also has the feel. I still need the boots, right? I can't remember. It doesn't matter though. Anyway, I have all the armors I want and more. The hell? What you selling here? Aren't you supposed to, you know, get to channel 7 for that? Oh, of course, from the event, of course. Okay, fine. I'm not interested. You can even friggin' hunt outlaws. This is just amazing bounty. Wow. You can do just anything you can want to see in an anime. You can go to school even though that's just superficial, but you can roleplay as a student as deep as you want. You can have a full set of uniform, you can just practice magic all day, you can run dungeons that are magically themed. The freedom is incredible. The system is rigid, but it has the freedom that you could want. All the freedom you could want. And these ancients are pissing me off, actually. Sorry, Foxy. The problem is that even if those people were online, I couldn't see them because they probably deleted me from their friends list. Since I always log in and then log out and never log in again for like 1,000 years. As you can see, I'm a little bit overpowered. Still, this is nothing. I'm average at best. Oh goddammit, I need to get the outlaw pass. So, let's hope. And nope. No bandit. You have a chance to find the bandit and then the rest is just getting these goons. This is also a way to fight. I mean, if you wanted to play a pet intensive ouch bosser that doesn't really do anything but float, you could do that here. It's absolutely possible. You can play the fighter, you can play pretty much any role you want. Come on! Whoop! That was close. Kaboom! Still need to kill the rest. Never use normal attack against a normal attack or against an enemy you're not confident in hitting. That's the main thing about this game. If you're not certain you're gonna kill the enemy or hit the enemy without getting mauled in return with a normal attack, don't use it, use a skill. There's a skill for every situation, there's at least 3 skills for every situation. At least 1 skill with the weapon you're using, and 1 skill that you can use no matter what weapon you're using. Oh, and you can loot their homestead stones as well. But who cares about that, right? That's the most important thing here. As I keep saying, the combat system. People leave because it's different. Don't leave. Learn it. Play it, love it. It's called original. Then we will get back to later, so I guess I will attempt that as well. But for now I just want to get an outlaw, so I suppose I will just cut it out once I start running again, and then cut in when I get the outlaw. It's basically just a boss fight, but it is a feature that I really like, so there she goes. Hello, person. Or I can speed it up. I'll speed it up. That was by the way wrong, I used no attack, I said you shouldn't. Because I'm fucking strong. Yep, boss fight. Hello. He ready to fight. Well, I'm not. Stay away. The hell? I said stay away. Whoops. He has a shield, so hitting with a spell attack when he's defending would be not a good idea. Pop, pop! Gee, I don't want to get hit by that thing. He's got poison. That's not fun. Ouch. Okay, he didn't hit me. Fine. Ah! 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 God damn it. I almost started swearing my native language. That's how bad that was. Poison! That hurts actually. That's really bad. I didn't want that to happen. Ugh. Oh my. Now I could hit him with a normal attack, since normal beats smash. It's very basic RPS, but he hit me. Money! Oh, by the way, you want to prove that this game has a skill for everything? Has a skill for anything? I'll show you the skill. I'll show you two skills actually. Look, I can make snakes come out of the ground. Don't mind their color. Is that not anything and everything? And of course, I can throw money, and I can throw a lot of money. You can throw 10,000 coins with this skill if you load it up completely, which I can't since it's low rank. I'm not that rich. But you can also walk around with it and be like, hey, money! So yeah. I also want to show another skill, which is again with this thing. So let's go find some fitting target. And let's also get the reward. So, and by fitting target, I of course mean some poor little fox. Because there's no more fitting target. Can't maul a dog after all. Dogs are allied to every player, as well as sheep. And chickens and hens. Raccoon will do! Raccoon will do! I used that already with the on bars, but God, boom! I didn't get to say that. There's just a skill for everything. There's also a skill that you can throw hails at people. It's everything. The game is chock full of stuff that you can expect from a fantasy life. I don't know. This is just the most full MMORPG experience that you can get. I suppose I should just end this. But seriously, this is too slow. This is the most complete game. There are lots of events all the time. They do repeat, but I mean, there's stuff happening. The player base, if you expand it, it would be great, because when this game is fully alive, it's the best thing you can expect from an MMORPG, really. So, for now, see ya.